All right, everybody, happy Monday and happy Stick and Hack Reacts Day. This is our weekly look at the PGA and LPGA. I'm your host, Adam Grove from Stick and Hack, and that's Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio in New York and host of the Pro Show, coming to us live from the Overlook Hotel, apparently. Keith, I'm in some sort of vortex void situation. I won't ask where you are. I can assume some sort of ritzy golf club, but best of luck today in your tournament. Let's get right into the reactions for the week. For some reason, I didn't realize that the PGA schedule stopped and then started again. They took about an hour and a half off in between seasons. I'll get to that in a second. But first, let's start with the LPGA and the Cambia Portland Classic up there in Portland, Oregon, and kind of work our way down the coast here of golf over the weekend. The LPGA, your reaction to the weekend tournament. I'm going to be honest with you, Keith. Didn't keep my eyes on the prize on that one. Not quite sure what happened. Why don't you fill us in and let us know your reaction?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give a big thumbs up to the world's number 2 player, Jin-young Ko. I mean, it was an impressive 54-hole victory. She won by a couple shots and really was unflappable on Sunday. So overall, number 2 in the world. You know, she played a limited schedule this year, but she's done pretty well for herself, Adam. 12 events, 7 top 10s, 2 wins, about $1 million. So, Nelly, our Nelly, is still number 1 in the world. But, you know, Jin-young Ko is right there behind her. And it's 9th career win. She's made about $6 million on the tour in 3 years. She was Rookie of the Year back in 2018. So certainly impressive. And what I'm most impressed with is that the LPGA is about to migrate towards my home state of New Jersey in a couple weeks. So I'm going to be pretty fired up for the next foreseeable future when it comes to the ladies in the LPGA, and I can't wait for it. So I'm sorry you missed it, but I didn't, and it was some great entertainment. Why don't we move down the coast to Napa, little wine country? Now that's something I know you're into.
It is. That might be the quickest react that we've ever had in the history of this show. But I'm good with it. Let's move right down the coast then to Napa and the PGA event. First of all, I need to tell you a quick story, Keith. Napa and Sonoma Valley specifically, they are master salespeople. I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but I went one time with my wife to a wine tasting weekend and came back, and I'm now the proud owner and member of 2 wine clubs where I get wine just sporadically shipped to my house for no apparent reason. I don't even drink wine, neither does she, but in case we have some sort of regal party at my house, we will have all the wine that people will like. So we moved down to the PGA and the Fortnite Classic or something. It was the video games. All the golfers got together and played video games. Is that right? Do I have that right?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Adam. Wine clubs. That's the gift that just keeps on giving. Now, it is the Fortinet Championship, not Fortnite. Okay?
Fortinet. Got it.
I mean, seriously, we're not 11-year-old boys, and we're not picking skins right here. Okay, what are we going to cover? Like Minecraft championships next week? All right.
When I see it, that's what I saw, and I said, well, this will be a fun reaction. I'll ask Keith what he thinks about the video game. Apparently, this was an actual golf tournament. Let's start with the bonus react before the actual reaction of the championship or of the tournament. The 1 weekend off where the old season and then the new season starts, and there's really no break, and it's just this complete wraparound, and they're playing golf every weekend until the eternity. Your reaction to actually no break at all for any type of professional golf?
You know, it reminds me a lot of this show. It's just like an open buffet. I mean, it never ends. You want to keep going up, just keep going. Last year, there was a pandemic. We had 51 weeks and we had 50 tournaments. This year, we're going to have 50 weeks and 48 tournaments. Yeah. I guess if you like golf, it's good for you. But no, in all honesty, they probably should have a little break. So I'm going to go thumbs down on just a week off, especially with all the buildup of the Ryder Cup. I mean, they're trying to have the Sanderson Farms this week during the Ryder Cup, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
what are we doing?
I mean,
what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, even if my son was playing in it, I'm still not watching. So, you know, at the end of the day, and it's in Mississippi, so it's not even like it's in a big locale. No. I mean, I guess they're smart. They're kind of like tucking it under the rug over there and just saying, hey, we can make this happen. Now, here's the kicker. You could get a lot of FedEx Cup points, and you could get into the Masters by winning this thing. But at the end of the day, I know what you're going to say. Who cares?
Who cares? It's like trying to put together a golf outing on a wedding day, on your wedding day. No one's going to be there. What are we doing? Who cares? Who cares about Sanderson Farms in general? And second, this tournament. thumbs down all the way around. I thought the NASCAR season was long. This is longer, and it's annoying because there's no build up to the new season. And looking at that leaderboard yesterday, I'm like, I don't know half these guys. Have I stumbled on to a regional qualifier? And then
you know what? Yeah. You bring up a good point there. I have to give you a little build up because I got to get you excited for this stuff because we're coming at you every Monday.
Right.
There's 31 rookies on tour this year. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
All right. And it's been 2 years since there's been rookies on tour because in 2020 we had to kind of pause for obvious reasons. But there was no rookie season last year on the PGA Tour. And now you've got 31 rookies. I think it's the all-time number, if not like tied the all-time number, which I think is really cool. There's going to be a lot of storylines, and it starts right away this week when you've got guys like Mito Pereira, who's right up there, who came off the Korn Ferry Tour, played good at the end of this season, and he came in third. Or you've got Maverick McNeely, who's been around for a couple of years, but a good, solid young player. Some of these names are going to be just what we're going to hear more and more often, Adam, and you're going to have to start to write this stuff down.
Yeah, I don't think that's
you're not going to remember it all.
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. But right. I appreciate the tip. So
now, how about a big thumbs up to the winner, Max Homa?
Thank you. So let's get to that then. So the Fortinet Challenge, the Fortinet Open, who cares?
Championship.
Great.
Championship.
Max Homa wins in what was dramatic-esque fashion. He held out for an eagle on 12, I believe, from 150 out or something like that. It was a great shot. That propelled him into the top three at that point. There were a couple other people leading, people I've never heard of, and then all of a sudden I look up at my phone and Max Homa has actually won because Maverick McGuire ended up doubling 18. Do I have that right?
Yes, he's Maverick and you're Goose. All right. I mean, honestly, it's McNeely.
Yeah.
And so it was real tight. I mean, it was one shot apart. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Maverick McNeely double bogeys the 17th hole or the 71st hole of the tournament while Homa's playing the 72nd hole, the last hole. And Homa tees off with a one-shot lead. By the time he gets to the green on the par 5, he's got a 3-shot lead. He looks at the scoreboard. He had a big smile. It was kind of a cool TV moment. The way I look at this, a lot of people are saying, this long season is just too much. I'll just say this much. I love that there's all these rookies, and I love the fact that if we're going to kick the year off, if we are going to start it, we're definitely starting it on an entertaining position. Because Max Homa is just a great winner.
We're kicking off the year in September. We're still in the middle of the year. We're still in the middle of most people's summer here. Or towards the end at least, and we're kicking off an entire new year. It's like the Chinese New Year. It's very confusing. Is that what the PGA and the LPGA are looking at? Is the different fiscal calendars of corporations to start a season? I'm sorry, it's ridiculous, Keith.
You know what's ridiculous is the fact that Stick and Hack's fiscal year is based on your birthday. But I've never said anything before. All right, let it go. The first tournament of the year, the winner is Max Homa. It's his third win.
Congrats.
He closed with 65, and he is an entertaining guy, and he pumps up the PGA Tour. So
that I agree with 100%.
Love it. Next week, there's a tournament you won't even know, and we probably won't even cover it because we're going to talk about the Ryder Cup. Let's go.
Right. Let's go. The Ryder Cup is days away. The buildup has been for years for some, weeks for most of us here within the Stick and Hack ranks and the golf world. But this is finally happening now. We have been off for 3 years of the Ryder Cup, and the teams are set. Everyone has arrived. People are arriving to Wisconsin and to Whistling Straits. Just an incredible venue. We had Mike O'Reilly on the Stick and Hack show last year, Keith, talking specifically. We just did it as a replay this past week, so check it out. Talking about how difficult it was to not just cancel the Ryder Cup, but then to get it back and ready for 2021. There was a lot that had to happen behind the scenes. It's an incredible interview with Mike O'Reilly, Director of Operations at Whistling Straits, on the Stick and Hack show. But he was ready last year. He's ready this year. Tell me your prediction. Does the U.S. on paper have the team that everyone thinks? And in reality, is it enough to get past? Because I saw an interesting stat. Sergio Garcia has the same amount of wins as all of the players of the USA combined have wins in the Ryder Cup, which I found fascinating. Your reaction to this week's Ryder Cup and what happens?
First of all, it's Sergio Garcia. All right.
What did I say?
right? No, you're right. You brought up Sergio Garcia. But it's Ryder Cup week. I hate Sergio Garcia, right? And the whole rest of the team. The U.S. is winning, Adam.
Okay.
This is not a hot take. And we're not talking about what's on paper. We're talking about what's on the golf course. The U.S. is going to win. You heard it here first.
Okay.
Stick and Hack Reacts on a Monday.
So
what do you got next for me? Hit me.
The U.S. is going to win. And you say that with a lot of conviction.
Conviction, yes.
Yeah. We were on the same page there for the first time in a while, so that's good. Keith, why is the U.S. going to win? I guess thumbs up on the U.S., thumbs up on Ryder Cup. There's no way that we have any negative reaction yet for this thing.
No, yeah, thumbs up.
But what happens, and how can you be so certain with so many youngsters there, a kind of a dull personality team on paper and on the golf course, as you said, but some of them have come into probably some of their best golf in a long time, and because they're rookies, because they've never been part of this, they're either going to fold under the nerves and the pressure, or they're going to rise above it because they don't have any history, any baggage, anything they're bringing with them on a 0-0-0 record coming into this thing. Do I have that right?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they have, no scar tissue.
Right.
And that's why I think they stand a very good chance. We are flipping generations on the Ryder Cup team. Phil and Tiger aren't walking through that door anymore, okay? It's just not happening. And we have these young guys. And, we could trade Tiger for Morikawa. These are good players. And, Morikawa is no rookie in any sense of the word. The guy's won 2 majors in his debut in those major championships, right? At the end of the day, I think that the 6 young men that are rookies for the U.S. team are going to flip the script, and we're going to start to pivot and move forward. And I think that Stricker behind the scenes is a lot more scheming and conniving than people give him credit for, from being from, the middle of the country and trying to come across, very personable and approachable. I think behind the scenes, I think he's got a little think tank with the Phils and the Tigers of the world that are sick of losing so many times.
What about the coverage? How do people watch it? Where do they watch it? Is it going to be one of these things where there's 13 different streaming options that I got to watch and got to pay for and got to do the Gold Pass and the Ryder Cup Pass and all that crap? Or can I just watch it on TV for 15 consecutive hours?
You can watch it on TV for 15 consecutive hours. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. NBC has tortured us enough with major championships in the Olympics this year. The Peacock, unlike the PGA Tour, maybe is hibernating or something, but this is good. 7 a.m., I believe, coverage starts on the Golf Channel on Friday, all day, 14 hours straight. And then you have Golf Channel into NBC all weekend. I know there's college football. I know there's the NFL. But at the end of the day, folks, this is the Ryder Cup. You've been waiting 3 years. Don't call yourself a golf fan and then just parade in and, look at the stats at the end of the day on the internet, right? You got to put the red, white, and blue on. You got to get fired up. You got to start the happy hour about 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And you got just like the fans there in Wisconsin. And you really got to give the team your backing, because I think this team is going to come across. I think guys like Daniel Berger are like trained killers, man. He's a quiet guy, but like that silent assassin, I feel like that guy is hardcore. I feel like if you were to hang out with that guy, you'd give him like a huge thumbs up. I feel like he and Morikawa and these young guys and Scheffler, they're just going to go, man, I make birdies, and that's what I'm going to go do. And I honestly think it's Spieth's team. I think Spieth and JT are going to form a team, kind of like Ali and Seve did back in the day. And I think that we're really going to restart a tradition, and it won't be a tradition of task force anymore. It's going to be a tradition of winning.
Yeah.
I know we've only won 3 in 25 years, but you know what? The next 25 years start with winning one now.
Say that again. The USA has won 3 in the last 25 years. I mean, what are we doing here? This has got to be the year. This is
Europe's won 12 of the last 17.
Oh.
We've won 3 in 25 years. Here's the best one. Tiger Woods has won 1 Ryder Cup in his career, and he's won everything else, right? So at the end of the day, it's not a task force. It's not Stick and Hack Reacts. It's going to get us across the line. Okay.
Well, don't be so sure. We're pretty damn popular, but I mean, I understand what you're saying. I understand the point you're trying to make.
It's not Brooks and Bryson coming together. Don't pair them. Don't even put them on the same team bus, right? Give them 2 Ubers. I don't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we and those 6 rookies are going to step up, and they're going to get the job done. And I think that Morikawa is going to be Rookie of the Year, and I'm a little worried about Lowry because of the type of golf course that the Whistling Straits is. him being the Open champion. I think your MVPs are going to be Rahm and Cantley. I think your sleepers are going to be Berger and Hovland. And when it comes to matchups, there's a million different things you can say, but I think some of them are going to be really, really interesting and fun, and it'll probably start with foursomes alternate shot there on Friday morning. So everybody get fired up, man. We are here. It is Ryder Cup week.
We might do a bonus reacts here later in the week as the pairings come out and we see what's going on there, because there could be some real shockers, Keith. So I need you to clear your schedule. Write that down. Mark it down. Let the wife know that you're going to be busy for a few minutes when the matchups come. And but it is Ryder Cup week, and great to see you. Enjoy the Overlook Hotel there. We appreciate you being here. Stick and Hack Reacts for Monday, September the 20th. Enjoy your day, everybody. Have a great lunch. Keith, go get him out there on the course today.
Absolutely. Hole in one today. That's what I'm doing.
Jeez, a lot of big predictions here today, people. Keith has had quite a weekend. All right, everybody, you take care and have a great day.